So I want to give you 10 common mistakes people make around goal setting. Number one, 10 common mistakes people make around goal setting. When it comes to goal setting, I've seen this every time I've sat with people. I listen to them. I hear them talk. It's the same thing. You find these common mistakes. Number one, people set unrealistic goals. In fact, you just to understand that, sometimes in church, they ask people, ask for one thing. The person who is not even making 100,000 naira in a month, and that's less than maybe $70, all of a sudden is saying, I want to become the richest man in the world. Do you have the wisdom quotient to become? What are you selling that will put you there? Do you have the wisdom quotient? We just believe that God is some magical creature who can put a person on the back and put him in front. Is that how it is done? If that's the way that God functions, if which is our horses, even a beggar will ride. Ask for one thing, Lord, by 2026, I become the most important person. What are you talking about? That doesn't function like. You have to understand. It's because we don't even know who God is. That's the reason why many of us function like that. God is not like that. He's not sentimental. Okay? There's nothing, anything you want to become this year that is not an offshoot of what you've been doing and planning to do is a lie. Don't let religion whine you. Oh no, in fact, one of the dangers of religion is that it can give you the kind of hope that will kill you. I have people that it was religion that destroyed their life. They told them through prophecy to stop working, that somebody will come and change their life, and that's how they stop working. 1 year gone, 10 years gone. They are redundant, not useful for themselves and the society. Somebody can give you the kind of prophecy that will kill you. I'm telling you, better be careful. People set unrealistic goals. Just say things. There are people that, in fact, sometimes when I listen to people, some people that just like the sound of their own voice. They are saying this thing. They like to talk about the kind of things that will make people say, deep. What's deep about your goals? It should be realistic, achievable, believable, doable. It should be communicable. There's the ABC of goals. It is not part of my agenda in 2026 that I'm going to pastor the largest church in the world. It's not true. If you prophesy it, I will walk away. Even if they give you the largest church in the world to pastor, it will reduce to the level of your mentality. If you are giving anything to come down to the level of your growth, don't let anybody whine you. You see, when I'm speaking with my mentees, I'm real. If anywhere I'm speaking, I'm real. That's the reason why we even preserve the things I talk about. Don't let anybody whine you. I'm not saying miracles are not. In fact, there are people, I call them, they live with the pool of Bethesda principle. Maybe once in a year, somebody is rescued. If a church is built on that kind of principle, there will be testimonies here and there, but compared to the number of those who are grounded, there's problem. But Jesus came to put an end to that religious belief that there's a need for a stirring every once in a while, once in a year. That if you can hear his word now, the water is stirred in your spirit. The water that needs to be stirred is not outside. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. That was what Jesus came to demonstrate at the pool of Bethesda. If you can hear my word, you can get up now. Don't wait for someone to eat your head with coconut and then break it and then pour salt and pour perfume. Anoint it with olive oil and palm oil. And say it's time for your year to change. Please stop that. It doesn't work. Don't let anybody whine you. The person who is prophesying to you that this year you will blow is still owing pampe. Sorry. Number 2. People don't put proper structures in place to materialize the goals. They say they want to do this. There's no structure that shows that this thing will work. As in, the proof that you believe in what you have said is that you are working towards it. That's the proof. That's the proof. That's the proof. What somebody said, how do I set goals? I like to explain things simply. If you are playing football, if there's no goal post, is there a game? This is what I want to score this year. This is what I want to achieve. This is what I want to do. That's the goal. That's the goal. This is my entire year is narrowed towards achieving this. Sit down, study it, and get it done. That's the goal. So people say they want to do this. There are people that talk to me and I know this person doesn't believe in what he's saying. And the proof that they don't believe in it is that there's no personal structure towards getting it done. Somebody said, this year I want to make better Christian content. I want to do this. I want to do that. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're going to get anything done, one of the very important structures you need to put in place, this is $1 billion liberation word. What I want to tell you now will save you from all the stress in life. You want to get anything done, one of the most important structures to put in place is to make sure that you can get that thing done without having to rely on an external factor. That is all that it takes to do this is within my vicinity. If you have to call somebody and wait for the person's mood to be fine to get it done, you are wrong. The proof that you will get that thing done is that it is easy to do. Not like it will come easily, but the things that makes it possible to practice it are already around you. Because those that will do well don't do what is easy, they do what is necessary. So in Abuja alone here, I have 3 offices. So there's nowhere I cannot be impactful. You have to understand that. Make sure the things that makes it available to get those things done are within your vicinity. If you have to go to Kafanchan to get what you need to get this thing, no, it is not practicable. It is not practicable. Okay? Realistic structures. Number 3. You need to, people make the mistake of not putting a time frame to what they want to do. They license themselves to fail. There is what I must do every day. Listen to what I'm saying. If you want to know a serious person, don't ask them for their 5-year plan. Ask them for their next 1-month plan. Anybody can say anything that doesn't look like it in the next 5 years. They can lie. It's easy to get away with. Ask the person what's your plan for today. Whatsoever is not represented in your daily activity cannot be captured in your 10-year plan. Because it is accumulation of seconds that makes a minute, accumulation of minutes that makes an hour, accumulation of hours that makes a day, accumulation of days that makes a week, accumulation of weeks that makes a month, accumulation of month that makes a year. This thing we are talking about, the future, is actually the accumulation of what you do daily. The future will never be a surprise. Nobody's future will be a surprise. Anything you are not doing daily, no, God is not about to shock you with any future. That David killed Goliath was a surprise to those who are watching. But if you listen to his resume, he had killed the lion and the bear. It was not a surprise to him. To suddenly ask God to give you Goliath when you were riding from lion and bear is a lie. So people don't put time frame to it. They wake up and do. And I mean, it's funny. Number 4, which is what I've mentioned also. Many people make the mistake of not having access to what is needed for their goals to be fulfilled. You need access to the resources, you need access to the materials, you need access to the relationships that will help you fulfill your goals. You need access. Number 5, there are people who get naturally fatigued. They can't tell the reason why they tire out. They start something, they lose their motivation. They can't even tell the last book I was reading, where is the book? They can't tell. They just get naturally tired. There are people like that. They can't tell where it's coming from. No, you must be able to tell. Why did you stop reading that book? Why? You said last year you will do this. Why did you stop? If you can't tell the reason why, that same thing will stop you this year without accountability. You see, let me tell you guys, and I want to say this to you without mincing word. The things I do daily are not convenient. They don't have to be. They don't have to be. I wake up daily to do what I must do. Nobody will come to do it for me. They are not convenient. They are tough. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody. That's the reason why I'm me. It doesn't have to be convenient to be practicable. Do what is necessary. Discipline, listen, is the decision to go the hard way to escape hard life. You go the hard way to escape hard life. You do what is necessary, not what is convenient. It's not convenient. It doesn't have to be. I don't have to want to do it. I have to do it. That's what matters. Who will do it for me? I don't have to feel like. Feelings is the motivation of fools. I'm sorry, when it comes to visions, you don't need it. And I'm going to say a few things about that. This is mentorship. So in case this is too harsh for you, can just leave the broadcast. But this is for those who believe that this man has something we can learn from him. If I can have the privilege to be a mentee around a man like this, oh, and there are people like that around the world. That if only they can have that access and can sit down for a week, for a month, you'll be amazed at the transformation that will happen. In 2026, you must pursue such access. I cannot sit here and guarantee you that it will come like that, but you must find a way to pursue it. Is that clear now? Now listen to this. Number 6, common mistakes around goal setting. Indiscipline. Listen, guys. I don't know where you are coming from. I don't know who your parents are. I don't know what you have to fall back on. I don't know those who are backing you and bankrolling you. But if you are like me, that if you fail, a lot of people are connected to both your success and failure. Please be disciplined. Wake up every day telling yourself, I don't have to feel like. I have books I must read daily. Listen to what I'm saying. I decided it a while ago. I've been reading for years, well over a decade. 3 hours every day uninterrupted to read, whether I feel like or not feel like. That 3 hours, I'm not obligated to reply your messages. I'm not obligated to pick your calls. I'm not obligated to respond to WhatsApp. There is nobody in this world that tell you must be the one to respond to WhatsApp messages. I have to read. I don't want to go out and preach myself out. I'm as relevant as the degree to which I upgrade myself per time. What is a wisdom to a generation is a common sense to another. I have to be upgrading myself, push myself. I have to pray. I have to study. I don't have to feel like. To do the things I have to do, to go to the place I have to go, to build the relationships necessary for my life. It takes discipline. And I owe that to myself. When you're a disciplined person, your days are renewed daily. When you are not disciplined, you become too old, even though you are young. Because now you don't have anything to offer. This is a very serious one also. Many people set goals, but they don't have the right community around them to help them fulfill that goal. They set goals, but they are around the wrong people. Listen, guys, I heard this from, I think Apostle Joshua Selman, that if you have 4 fools around you, you didn't count well, you are 5. That's when I heard that thing, it was like somebody slapped me. He said, if you count, you look at your circle, you count and you can see 4 fools, you didn't count well, you are 5. Let me tell you this is 2026. You owe people love, you owe them honor. You don't owe everybody association. Anybody whose life disposition and everything is contrary to where you are going, be intentional to tell yourself to space. You owe people love, you owe people honor, but you only owe people. This fellow has to be relevant to where you are going to associate. So people lack the right association. There are friends I have in my life today. If we speak for 5 minutes, I'm motivated to do more. When I speak to them, the baby in me is leaping. Something is jumping. We drive around together. We are talking. They are not intimidated at your success. They are also doing well in their own right. They just want to see you become more. You need to build such relationship and water it. And listen to what I'm saying. If God has given you such relationship, please water it. And I want to say this. I think I saw this. Somebody put this out yesterday. This vain belief that there's nobody that is irreplaceable, I put it to you, is a lie. There are people in your life, if you lose, you will suffer for their space. It will take time for life to reroute and find you their kind. The associations that God brings on the bill of mercy and grace, don't let pride collect it from you. There are friends you can tell, I'm sorry. You need to tell them, I value this relationship. I honor you. I don't want to lose you. Please stay in my life. There are people you tell like that. They are not gods, but they are God's blessings to you. I always say this. Always let people know how important they are to you. Don't wait for them to be scarce for you to try everything to communicate it. Don't wait. Please, if God has given you the right people, value them, honor them, treasure them, love them, communicate it to them. I love you. You are a blessing to my life. How many people did you pick your phone to text as you enter 2026? That thank you for last year. You are a blessing to me. Listen to what I'm saying. There are friends I have in my life. If they introduce me to business and investment and it crashes, I will never be angry. If they introduce me to something and it fails, I will never be angry. Because the value of the relationship will pay back. It's as simple as that. It doesn't mean they'll put money in my hands. But the wisdom I get from, I will recover. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. It is not every fight you fight. Have the right listen, there are 2 kinds of relationships. There are circumstantial relationships that are like weed. It grew by itself. You don't even know when this person came into your life. But there are deliberate relationships. People that you go for. You are the one who went out for them. I need this person in my life and I will do nothing else till I get this person. Either as a friend or as a mentor. I will go for it. I will get this person in my life. I need this person in my life and it will happen. There are people you have who are just careless. You talk to them, they are careless with everything. They are not honoring. They don't communicate it. But there are people who let you know you're a blessing. This has happened to my life. And let me tell you this. If you have a leader who is impactful, let them know they are. A lady came to me and my wife and knelt down. She was crying and said, sir, since I knew you, I have not gone back to smoking again. Since I started sitting under your message, I used to sleep with men. I have stopped it for so and so years now. I've been under you. I've not gone back to this. I was looking at her. And I said to the lady, I said, see, This thing you are saying like this is healing. You don't know when a leader is looking at you and it's concluded that maybe I'm not a blessing to these people enough. Let me go somewhere else. It takes somebody who is appreciative to sustain impact. Learn that. Number 8, common mistakes people make around goal setting. Distractions. There are those who are distracted by everything. A car passes, they are distracted. An event happens. You know, I thank God for those who are in my mentorship academy. I've taught them too many things that they may not be able to fit into the way an average person thinks. There is something called crowd engineering. In the olden days of the Roman Empire, there is the cycles they give to the crowd. They give them blood and then watch sports and all those things, and then all those things that follow their minds. While the real event of the statecraft is going on behind other quarters. They give the crowd what is entertaining them. They are busy doing other things. Beware of the entertainment that distracts you too much. Movies every time. This one every time. This year again now, you trust God for a miracle to pay rent. Stop that. And I say this, rent is recurrent expenditure. It is not a surprise spending. That your wife is pregnant, it's not surprise. It takes 9 months for the baby to mature. Plan. Get rid of. Let me tell you this. I don't go to my bedroom with my phone. My phone stays in the office. I don't enter my bedroom with my phone. It stays in the office. And when I have to start reading, I throw the phones at the door. Flight mode. It is not even where I can say, let me check. The moment I pick a book to read, my phone is at the door. There, on the floor, right there. Or I go outside and put it somewhere else. That is the kind of dedication that you need to do life. Nobody needs to come and look at you at your age. You have to use alarm to wake you. And your alarm will wake everyone around you except you. I remember one of my boys that asked one alarm that time. Arise, 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 arise. Don't move. Everybody will rise except him. The alarm will start. Arise, arise. Wake up now. You won't wake up. How do you set an alarm that is not waking you? But the time is coming. It's not the beeping of phone that will wake you. It is a responsibility. Wake up now before it starts waking you up. And when that time comes, it'll be very tough. Are you following what I'm saying here? Stop being distracted. You can go and check those who reach the world. People, anyone who has world-class impact gives world-class dedication. World-class. If your kind is too common, you are not special. Give world-class dedication. I'm not here to sermonize you. This year, if you were born in year 2000, this year again, you are 26. 4 years to 30. If you were born in 1996, this year, you are 30. If you were born in 1986, this year, you are 40. You were born in 1976, this year, you are 50. Time. That's the material that life is made up of. And I'm not, this is not the kind of thing you will hear and just feel like, Apostle spoke to us. And then, next minute again, you are back to Nigeria trying to play bets. Yeah. You start enjoying your long sleep this new year again. The AFCON is going on. Number 9, common mistake people make: procrastination. People procrastinate. I will do this later. Nothing steals destiny like that. Procrastination. I will do this this time. I will do this that time. Whatever you want to do, do it now. Do it now. In fact, when you are setting your goal, plan to make sure it is around the time. The fulfillment will begin almost immediately, so that you don't have the luxury of canceling it. Nothing messes people up like procrastination. That thing sinks. And I want to say this again to you, guys. Stop expecting that there will be a sudden surprise. Yeah, surprises happen. But plan. Walk daily towards it. Don't procrastinate. Which is similar to what I've said before. Number 10, people lack proper planning. The issue with proper planning also has a lot to do with lack of proper self-management. People don't see themselves. You see, as far as I'm concerned, the man Femi Lazarus is not just a person, but an institution. There are many people whose livelihood will be sustained on the basis of the river that flows from me. That's the way your life is supposed to be. You have become like a tree that people can take shades under. You need to manage yourself, not just as a person. Stop this personal life. I do what I like. That's a personal life. You get to a point where if you move on the base of the impact that flows through you, at least 20 people will move. There are those that if they move, at least 1,000 will move. There are those that if they move, a city will move. Who moves when you move? Who moves when you move? There are those that they don't have to look for job again because you exist. If the Bible, you see, sometimes we interpret scriptures only from a religious perspective that makes us live a life of ignorance and life of laziness. Oh, out of my belly shall flow rivers of living water. We talk about the things for spirituality and all that. We forget that there is not just that, there is the wisdom of God. It is the reason why people are tired of our Christianity. They are tired of the things we do because we are so religious and the nation is backward. We are not sure. We have the most uncertain people on earth. We are not sure. Do we have a role in national transformation? We are not aware. We beg for job like an average person. When we get there, many people who claim to be Christians are not employable. You employ them, you are thinking of sacking them. No proper self-coordination, no proper self-management, no proper awareness of self. They don't see themselves as an institution. You see those of other faiths who are, well, listen to what I'm saying, guys. There are those who are not fasting and praying to get into wealth. It tells you something. What a man sows, he will reap. We have to understand that. And I will say this to you, there is what I call the cycle of death. If care is not taken, that an average Nigerian Christian is into. Because as we speak today, people are not certain what a believer should look like. If you tell a Christian, build capacity and do well, they look at you and say you're a motivational speaker. Meanwhile, the person who is talking, you tell a Christian, God wants you to, you can grow your finance, you can go, hey, they say it's not spiritual. And the person who is talking is broke. And the person will come and put account number on social media and say, come and give to our church. What is that? We neglect principles and just run with pseudo spirituality that lacks proof, that is void of wisdom, that is void of an answer to the questions of our society. The reason why Daniel became relevant in Babylon was because it was an answer to the questions of Babylon. Joseph was an answer to the questions in Egypt. Esther was not just fine. She understands the place of grace, presentation, and how to win the heart of a king. That goes beyond beauty. If it was just beauty, Vashti was fine too. So sometimes I look at these things that we do as Christians, we are so uncertain. And I want to tell you this. You have to, see, listen. If you want to destroy your life, be trapped in the uncertainty of what I call the African Christianity. The kind that does not even know who Jesus is. Many of you have been trapped in religion. You are waiting for permission. I'm sorry to say, you are waiting for a religious leader, somebody in your circle, somebody in this, who is clueless about his own life or her own life, to tell you what to do with yours. God gives you many dreams, it dies inside of you. Because you keep waiting for permission, you keep waiting for validation, you don't want people to, I want to break this news to you. Whether you are a failure or a success, people will still not like you. Not everybody will like you. So you must understand now, get out of that place. And there are those who are, when they are small, they will find religious reasons to make sure you are not better. So that it doesn't look like there's this and there's that. May God give us understanding. I said, may God give you understanding. There is a character trait you will find with successful people. You know it? You know what the character trait is? Hunger. Anyone who is exceptional, you will see that they are never satisfied with where they are. They are never satisfied with what they are doing. They want more. They are not competing. Are you following what I'm saying? They are not competing with anybody. No competition. They are not competing. They just want to become better today than they were yesterday. If there's no such aspiration on your inside, something is wrong. You will find hunger. Anywhere you find successful people, you will see hunger. Serious hunger there. Wake up. Now, I still have a long way to go. Maybe I cut this today. I'm not sure tomorrow I'm going to be here with you. But let me say this to you, guys. At certain age, you don't need motivation. You need discipline. Nobody's there to encourage me. Stop that. Not at your age. Not at your age. At certain age, you don't need motivation. You need discipline. You need discipline. No motivation. Now this one, somebody did say, no. Wake up every day with a determination. I will do what I have to do. And let me tell you this. Tell yourself, in case you have not, nobody owes me anything in life. Nobody owes you anything. Tell yourself, in case you have not, nobody owes you anything. While I continue, please like this broadcast live. I feel I'm saying now. Nobody needs to beg you in life to do the right things. All right? So start doing the right things. I wrote here, if you have the same regret this year that you have last year. No, it is not a different year. You are the one who failed to be disciplined. Is that okay now? You are the one who failed to be disciplined.